Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy. I'm Don1, and I am back with another video. You know what you got to do? Uh, Hit the notification bell so you'll know when my next live stream and or video goes down. Be sure to follow me on other social media applications such as Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. That's where it really goes down on Twitter at I'm Don1. Be sure to follow the podcast. It's on iTunes. I'm Don1 podcast. Go check that out. Go cop that. All right. And while you're there, when you subscribe, please hit the review. Leave a comment and a 5-star rating. Okay, I got off topic there for a minute. All right. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's article coming from Bleacher Report. Basically, I was hearing about this on Fox Sports 1 and ESPN about Magic Johnson and what he tweeted and what he thought about the Los Angeles Lakers. And basically, when you look at Fox Sports and ESPN, they kind of, do a little smidgen here or there to make the news kind of interesting. Initially, Magic Johnson said the Lakers' fourth quarter lineup is unbeatable. But the way how they viewed it, they thought, I know they didn't think this, but basically they was implying that Magic Johnson said the Lakers lineup is unbeatable. And thanks for the thumbs up. I'm here to tell you guys, you agree with Magic, okay? All right, it's fine. It's fine that we can agree. It's also fine to disagree, but it's really fine to agree to agree to simply just disagree, okay? And I'm about to say something, and it might be a little controversial to a lot of you guys out there. Huge Magic fan, okay? Huge Magic fan. As a player, Magic really revolutionized the point guard position. Magic was LeBron before LeBron was even LeBron. Magic, when he first came into the league, you can plug Magic Johnson into any type of position, and he will be very successful in that position. Hell, he even played center. Okay? That's how good and talented Magic Johnson was. Now, some would argue, like Jason Whitlock, they'll sit up there and tell you, if Magic was 5'9", we wouldn't be talking about Magic. Magic really utilized his height more than his talent or athleticism. I tend to disagree with Jason Whitlock. I think Magic Johnson was LeBron James before LeBron James was LeBron James. But that's neither here nor there. But let's talk about Magic after basketball and as an executive. And I feel like Magic has become a laughing stock in the NBA. First of all, you're going to quit on a team without even notifying Jeannie Buss. You claim that's your sister. You claim that's family, but you don't even, you don't even give her the common decency to at least even pick up the phone and say, hey, look, I'm quitting, I'm stepping down or whatever. You just decided to do it on your own. And you pretty much gave the news out to the press for Jeannie Buss and the Lakers organization to find out. And you really quit because of the simple fact, even though he said he quit because he couldn't do the job because he couldn't be Magic. He likes to go out and travel. He doesn't like to stay spend a lot of time in the office, spend a lot of time in a lot of old gymnasiums searching for talent, or in the boardroom. He didn't want to do all that stuff. He wanted to do the glitz and glamour of being president of basketball operations. He liked the ideal of being president of basketball operations. He just did not want to commit and do the job full time. He just only wanted to do it how he wanted to do it. He wanted to go in, get out, and enjoy being Magic. Okay, that's what he led all of us to believe. But we all know he kind of left the Lakers in an awful position. And when he went on First Take, he also pretty much said the organization is dysfunctional. And he dropped a lot of bombs on the Lakers organization that it seemed like they overcame and they overcome. As soon as they signed Anthony Davis, and as soon as they got enough salary cap space to add other players, and the players that they added fit well and better with LeBron James and Anthony Davis versus last year when it was Magic Johnson's decision to give contracts to Rondo, to give contracts to LaVelle McGee, to give contracts to, and I keep trying to I forget his name, he played for Lance Stevenson, to give contracts to, what was his name, Beal, the guy who was drafted by the Heat, bounced around the league, and they was trying, as soon as they signed him, midway through that season, they were trying to find takers to trade him to another team, wind up being released, playing in the Chinese league. Okay, and this is also the same Magic that let go of D'Angelo Russell, traded him for a bag of peanuts to Brooklyn, and he's flourishing, and now he's got a big time contract with the Golden State Warriors. Okay, so when you look at Magic Johnson and the decisions he made, a lot of those decisions have a lot of question marks, and normally if that would have been anybody else as president of basketball operations, they would have been fired 3 times over. But since he has a title, since he has a brand, since he has a name, Irvin Magic Johnson, they let stuff slide. And I feel like that's the main reason why why the Lakers kind of fell off a little bit. But that's neither here nor there. It's over with. But I feel like Irvin Magic Johnson, as a player, should get his props. Okay? As a Hall of Famer, he should get his props. As an entrepreneur, he should get his props. But as president of basketball operation, as a coach, Irvin Magic Johnson used to be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers way back ago. Coached about 14 games and then quit. But someone outside as a player in the NBA, he felt miserably. And I don't think a lot of people don't talk about that. They sort of give him a pass. Well, hell, that's Irvin Magic Johnson, man. Give him a pass. He's a Hall of Famer. If that would have been anybody else that was president of basketball operations, they would have been fired. They would have been fired many moons ago. Not Irvin Magic Johnson. But I still love him. I don't have no crumbs over him. I'm not hating on him. I'm just stating it like it is. I feel like Irvin Magic Johnson is becoming pretty much a laughing stock when you talk amongst owners and current and former presidents of basketball operations. When you talk of Jerry West, even though he's the logo. And Jerry West, I can't read your comment right now. I'll try to read it a little bit later. Jerry West has done a lot as someone who works behind the scenes. Everywhere Jerry West goes, he puts that team in a better position. When he was in the organization with the Los Angeles Lakers, he's the one who engineered and orchestrated the trade for Kobe Bryant. He's the one who got Shaquille O'Neal to the Los Angeles Lakers. When he went to the Memphis Grizzlies, he got that team very competitive. When he went to the Golden State Warriors, he got that team very competitive. Added pieces that could help that core. And now with the, I gotta read y'all comments a little bit later. Now with the Clippers, he's the architect of getting Kawhi Leonard there. Also, Lawrence Frank deserves some of this credit as well. The Paul George trade. Everywhere Jerry West goes, he makes that team better. He makes that organization better. He put it in a better light. And I'm not hating on Earvin Magic Johnson, but he didn't mind having the title of president of basketball operations. He just simply did not want to do the little things as far as being president of basketball operations. It's more than just being on social media. It's more than just snoogling with the stars and the entertainers and, talking to the athletes. It's more to it than that. But, as a basketball player, as a Hall of Fame player, I salute him, But as someone behind the scenes, particularly in the organization, he has failed miserably. That's just my opinion. But let's just get into this topic. Everybody was, when you talk about Fox Sports 1 and ESPN, they talked about how Earvin Magic Johnson got on social media and said the Los Angeles Lakers lineup is unbeatable. But when you really look at his tweet, he was talking about the fourth quarter. The lineup that they can potentially produce in the fourth quarter, which it's, I feel like it's a hellified good lineup in the fourth quarter. But I feel like a lot of when you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, how they're presently constructed, I don't think the fourth quarter is probably not going to be their issue. I feel like where they're going to get the point production in the first three quarters, okay? How they're going to defend in the first three quarters. Because, see, the first three quarters, they could be in a blowout. I mean, it could be a blowout. I don't think they have enough firepower to come from behind down by 20. Maybe if they're down by 20, and at the half, and they got two more quarters to probably manage to squeak 20 points. But I just don't see it. I don't know how they can overcome those types of deficits. Now, if it's like a 5.6 point lead, if the other team has a 5.6 point lead, maybe an 8-point lead, maybe even a 10-point lead, I think they have enough talent to overcome that. But you got to look at the landscape of the West. The Denver Nuggets are not going anywhere, folks. And they have the capability of scoring a lot of points in bunches. Okay? When you look at the Portland Trail Blazers, they're not going anywhere, folks. They have enough firepower to score a lot of points. The Golden State Warriors, even without Klay Thompson, has enough to score a lot of points. Draymond Green's not going anywhere. Steph Curry is going to have a phenomenal career this regular season. When you're getting all the touches, and then you got then you just traded for a real traditional point guard that was from Brooklyn, had a great career there. And now you pair him up with Steph Curry. Steph Curry is going to be your two guard. They're not going anywhere, folks. Okay? But I feel like the middle range teams like the San Antonio Spurs, who really don't have a lot of firepower, who pretty much play the team concept, the team basketball concept. But Greg Popovich is going to always keep them guys in games. But when you talk about all these other teams that have enough firepower, it's going to be a problem for the Los Angeles Lakers. That's just my opinion. But as far as that lineup, in the fourth quarter that he tweeted out, it's a it's a good lineup, but I don't think it's unbeatable by any stretch of the imagination. Particularly, it depends on what type of scenario they're in and who are they playing. Okay, and how down are they? I feel like they have enough to overcome an 8-point lead, maybe a 12-point lead. But if they're down by 15 or 16 points, realistically on the Lakers roster, who do you know that's going to score points in bunches? A lot of those acquisitions they signed for the Los Angeles Lakers are system players. Okay? They're not guys that can just step in and score when you need it. Okay? Put in the right system with and in the right circumstances, they'll excel in that system. They're not going to overpeak. That's basically what I'm trying to tell you guys. So, Earvin Magic Johnson, I think he's a little delusional. Okay, a little delusional. But to me, this is just pretty much the icing on the cake for all the naysayers out there that talk about Earvin Magic Johnson as president of basketball operations, as someone that you need to put in your organization who can make you better. As all you was president of basketball operation, and people have this theory about you that you just want the power, but you don't necessarily want the responsibility behind being president of basketball operation. I mean, I feel like a lot of people is gonna use this as ammunition, and they're gonna say, well, that's just Earvin Magic Johnson. And like I said earlier, if this was Dale Demps and he was president of basketball operation of the Los Angeles Lakers, and he made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision like Earvin Magic Johnson did, he would have been fired last year. He wouldn't have the opportunity of just quitting on the team or stepping down from the team. He would have been already fired. Okay, so I got mad love for Earvin Magic Johnson as a player, but as an executive, as particularly a president of basketball operations, or just having any type of responsibility in the organization department, I think he has step backs. I think he has totally failed, and I mean that's not a bad thing to say about him. It's just, it is what it is. If this would have been anybody else that doesn't have that glamorous name of Earvin Magic Johnson, we will all be saying, what I'm telling you about Earvin Magic Johnson right now. Yeah, we should get rid of him. I mean, he's failing at his job. Okay, I'm gonna read some of these comments if I'm able to read some of these comments. Can I read some of these comments? Can I read some of it? See, I pulled it up good yesterday, this morning, and now I can't pull it up. If you're still here, just comment back. I don't know what's. I did it real good, and now I can't pull up. See, somebody had a comment, and it was a long paragraph. I couldn't read it while driving, which that's another thing. Somebody commented in the comment section saying that I keep my eyes, I keep focusing on the camera and not focusing on the road. And I have to agree, I tend to do that time to time, but I only do it in when there's not a lot of traffic on the road. But I'm not supposed to do that. Okay, so yeah, I agree with the person who commented, I think about a cup on my live stream a couple of days ago. But that's all I got to say. If you caught midway through this live stream, dude, just watch the beginning. Like 90% of my audience, y'all pretty much watch the re-air of my live stream. Not too many people come to my live stream when it's actually live. But if you have questions, comment in the comment section, and I will get back with you later. I did get back with a lot of people who commented in my comment section about LeBron James playing point. I think LeBron James could do it. My opinion is about LeBron James, he always, start off with good intentions, but when it gets kind of rocky or he decides he wants to do something else, he abandons that ideal. In other words, if LeBron James is fully committed to being a point guard, he has to understand and be aware it's a full-time job. It's not a part-time job. It's not a job when you feel like doing it. You feel like doing it one night and then you don't feel like doing it the next night. You're really, when you're trying to build chemistry with so many teams, okay? But I gotta go. My battery is on low. But guys, tell me what you think. I appreciate everyone that thumbed up this video. Share this content with your friends, family, or followers. Do not forget to subscribe to my podcast on iTunes. I'm Chris the Dom One Podcast. Go check that one out. I got 3 episodes already up. Just go listen to them. All right. It's your boy, and I am out of here. Deuces, guys.